Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to talk about the top stuff that was talked about in Worldwide Developer Conference by Apple and Apple's keynote. So, first off, Tim Cook took the stage and talked about yesterday's tragedy in Florida where a shooting occurred, and then there was a moment of silence for the victims of the shooting. Now, following that, Tim Cook said that there are 13 million Apple developers worldwide. That's a huge number if you think about it. Moving on, he talked about the youngest developer who is only 9 years old, and you can see her right here. She came from Australia all the way to the US to be there, and she's a lucky girl. Now we have 2 million apps on the App Store, and obviously they're quite amazing. And as for the Apple Watch update, you can see you keep your favorite apps in memory, background updates, refresh the information, and instant launch. Following that, we have watchOs with a control center. How cool is that? Control center on your watchOS to quickly access everything you need. Now, you can also reply on watchOS to messages with Scribble. You can scribble the letter and it will be right there on the screen. No need to have a keyboard or such because the watch itself is quite small. And everything you wanted now is right here, the watch faces. You have also mini, like free watch faces right here, and then you have some more watch faces with customized info on your screen right there. As you can see them, lots of ways customization. You will see more in the following days. Swipe to change watch faces. Now you can swipe to change through all of these I mentioned earlier, and you can get to the favorite watch face you like. Now also Apple Watch comes with an interesting feature that you can call 911 from inside your Apple Watch. And this is quite important because if you don't have your phone with you and you only have your Apple Watch, you will be able to do that. And this is not limited to the US, this is international and it's called SOS. So SOS is a new feature that you will be able to call for help and you will be able to get assistance. Now, about activities. So Apple Watch is for active people, of course, and you will be able to share your activities with your friends, even talk smack and such. Lots of new features there. A new app that comes to the Apple Watch is Breathe. Breathe will help you meditate and do some yoga and stuff like that. And this app will uh, help you get there. And here's the interface as you can see it. It's quite interesting for all those who like to stay active. Now, the watchOS developer preview is available today and it will be available to other people later on this year. All right. And talking about Apple TV, you can live tune into any channel just by using your voice, whether you're on an iPad or Apple TV. How cool is that? And of course, single sign-on for all apps because we all hate to enter our passwords on devices that you cannot type properly. So that's a cool feature as well. And of course, the much talked about dark mode that came to Apple TV so far. Of course, there are lots of tvOs features as you can see from this print screen. A few of them like continuity keyboard, search for subscriptions, automatic app download, etc. etc. Check those out if you can. Pause the video and look at them. A lot of features, and we cannot fit them all, of course, here. And the much anticipated change. OS 10 will be called macOS. So basically, Craig said that the OS 10 was sticking out of the lineup and everything is OS all the way down. And they said it's a natural move to Mac OS. All right. And of course, the new name is MacOs Sierra. It's the new version. I suppose it's also something from the US, so these mountain regions must be the Sierras. All right. And the auto unlock feature, another thing that was talked about, that you will be able to unlock your MacBook just with your Apple Watch or your phone with Touch ID. Of course, they introduced universal clipboard. Now, this is a very interesting feature, so you can see his expression that everyone was wowing in the audience. Why is this important? Because you will be able to copy and paste documents between your devices. All right. And iCloud Drive documents and also desktop availability everywhere. So if you have stuff on your desktop, that will be available on other devices as well. Okay, and another talked about thing was Apple Pay on the web, and of course this was also presented. You will be able to pay just as with other things like PayPal. You will be able to log in and pay with your Apple Pay. No need to use your device. But in case you need, you can use your Touch ID as demonstrated right here. So if you want to pay securely, you can use your Touch ID right there with your phone. Okay, and again, an interesting thing that I wasn't expecting is picture-in-picture, which I demonstrated in an earlier video of mine. That app was called Helium, but now this is available as a built-in feature in macOS Sierra. Alright, moving on. Siri for Mac. Now this is not a big news because everyone was waiting for this and finally it moved to the Mac as well. It can do pretty much the same thing that it can do on an iPhone and maybe a little more. But the cool feature I saw was search the web with Siri, drag and drop pictures right from the Siri search right into your presentation right there. And of course, they demonstrated the copy and paste feature. So copy on your iPad and paste on the Mac right here. That's a pretty good feature. I love it. I would like to do that. There are apps for that, and I also demonstrated that on my earlier videos. Links will be in the description below, of course. Buy with Apple Pay and Touch ID from Mac OS. Alright, so obviously this is a feature that's much anticipated and needed for everyone. And the next one is that macOS will be public beta in July, and it will be available for developers today. And the systems that are supported are right here on your screen. So MacBooks, iMacs, 2010 and later, MacBook Air Pro, Mini, and Mac Pro. So check it out, and I can't wait for July to check this OS out. Now for iOS 10 features, because lots of us have iPhones, not many of us have MacBooks, so this is the most used device, I believe. It's a new redesigned lock screen, rich notifications, quick interaction with apps, and expanded 3D touch. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you want to read your notifications, you always have to push a button to see what you have on your screen. Not anymore. You all you have to do is raise to wake your phone, and everything will be right there on your screen. So basically you wake up your phone by moving it. Pretty cool, right? The control center has a new UI, as you can see right here. They changed things up a bit so you can make it more, not just user-friendly, but also useful for everyone. Okay, slide to open widgets. Now if you slide from left to the right, you will see these nice widgets, of course, and they will be able to tell you what's new. So this looks like somewhat like a jailbreak tweak for me, and I think it's pretty cool. They are finally moving in the right direction. Okay, 3D touch for more info, just like I said. So if you 3D touch, for example, he 3D touched on a mail and he has lots of new information here. Of course, you have 3D touch right now, but you don't have that many information on your screen. So that will be in iOS 10. 2 billion Siri requests per week. Now this is a huge number. So Siri handles lots of requests every day, every week, and they want to make this open to third-party apps and developers. So Siri will have lots of new inputs from other apps and will be able to search even more than before. All right, payments with Siri. So you'll be able to make payments with Siri, like I want to buy this and that, and approve it with Siri. Pretty cool. Now as for the keyboard, we have QuickType, and this will feature lots of new things, and as well as Siri, which has like intelligent suggestions, current locations, contact information, calendar and such. Lots of new features. Can't wait for that to try it out. Okay, and it also put photos on the stand, like facial recognition, so you can know who's who in your albums, recognize your friends and family. I think it's a little bit weird because Google had that, and they always talk about privacy, but I don't know. This is just weird. I wouldn't like this very much. All right, and of course, from all your pictures, you can create an auto slideshow and play a little movie right there. If you press that button, a movie will play and all your favorites will be right there. And of course, if you enable geolocation, they will say where you were and when exactly. Okay, Maps got an improvement and is more proactive. It will help you save some time. And of course, it has a dynamic view, so it will zoom in, zoom out, turn by turn navigation, and such. Pretty cool. And of course, the turn by turn will be available in your instrument cluster right here in your car if you have CarPlay enabled or you have a newer car that has this enabled. Okay, you can book a ride inside Maps as well. So Maps has been extended fully. You can go somewhere, have a drink or whatever, and you also can book a ride like Uber and whatever else. And also Apple Music has a new UI, which you can see right here. So they said they have 50 million subscribers already, and this needed to be done. And of course, to demonstrate that was this pretty lady right here, and she demonstrated also Beats One and many other features, how to play music and such, and choose radios. All right, and the news app has 60 million readers already, and that got a new overhaul. Of course, it added subscriptions, so you can have your favorite subscriptions from other, magazines that you like. You can have them right here on your iPads, iPhones, and whatever. And also, HomeKit supports more accessories. So, HomeKit for the home automation, they added this all new row right here, like humidifiers, air purifiers, cameras, air conditioners, lots of new features. And a new app which comes with HomeKit is called Just Home, and it's right here available. So on iOS 10 you will have a new app which is called Home to control everything. And the Home app UI is right here. So you can see if you open that little app, it will open this user interface and you can control all your smart devices on your home. And this is how HomeKit looks in your control center, of course. You can see it's pretty intuitive. You just press whatever you need and you're good to go. Pretty cool. Now, if you receive a voicemail, you are able to see the transcription. Of course, I believe this will be only for English, not sure for other languages, but again, pretty cool feature here as well. And the incoming call will be full screen right here, lock screen, recents and favorites. Everything got a new overhaul. Rich links and videos inside messages. So until now you were not able to do that, but they added these features so messages can become cool again. Of course, talking about cool, we have 3 times bigger emojis as you can see right here. And also, if we talk about emojis, you will see that if you have some text there and if it's highlighted, you can tap to replace them with emojis, which you can see it was already done right here. So pretty cool and saves you a lot of time. Okay, and also talking about cool and time saving, you have also some bubble effects, which will add some, new cool features like emotions and whatnot. You can see on text like wobbling and zooming in and out and such. So lots of new ways of communicating right there. And speaking about new ways of communicating, handwritten messages to personally thank someone for their service and such. All right. And digital touch inside messages. Now, this is a lot of like a GIF or GIF or whatever. You can send a picture, handwritten text over it, and you can send this to people. Again, a new cool feature. I'm sure pretty much everyone will like this. You can have lots of fun with this feature. All right. And another interesting feature is that you can put something right there and hide it like an invisible ink like they said, and if you want to reveal it you have to swipe on it, and that can be a picture or a text. Okay, and also full screen messages effects. Not sure if you can see it here, but here was some lighting and you know everything. All of these are full screen, like behind the scenes. They are not in front of your text or whatever hiding them, but in the back. All right, and messages open for developers as well. So this can be extended just like Siri with the help of developers and other apps. Pretty cool again. Payments inside Messages app. So not just Apple Pay, but you'll be able to send payment to friends and family right inside Messages. I'm sure that many of you will find this useful. All right, and more messaging options right here. I think you will be able to see these when you try out iOS 10, and I highly encourage you to sign up for the beta to try that. Okay, live photos editing, just to mention a few, on your iPhone and iPad. And of course, end-to-end encryption in all apps that they talked about. Everything will be available for developers today and public beta in July. Now, Swift Playground is a new app for the iPad which will teach children and everyone else how to code in Swift. And the Swift Playground UI was presented right here. It's pretty easy to code, like the demoed right here. I think mostly everyone can learn this if they took their time and learn everything. So they encourage a lot of developers, especially if there's a 9-year-old girl who wrote an app. I think everyone else can learn it too, right? And of course, this app is available for developers today, public beta in July and such, and then later on this year. Okay, and that was it for the keynote. Hope you enjoyed this update, and let me know in the comment section below which was your favorite. Also guys, if you like my videos, make sure you check out my other videos I made on this channel. And if you really like what I'm doing and you want to stay up to date with everything I do, just hit the subscribe button and you will get notified of the latest updates.